Hey everybody, this is the tutorial for I Saw Santa, the digital background available on my Etsy page as well as my website, both linked below. If you are finding this on YouTube, you can find the links below for this. So this little background is made to look like it is nighttime and Santa has just dropped off all the presents here underneath the tree and is casually flying away. Our little person here has woke up and is catching him as he leaves. So for this picture, the best way to photograph it and make sure that it is at the right level is to, once again, be at the same level of your subject. So that means you need to drop down on your knees to get at the same height as them. Do that. Or if you are, just shoot low and make sure that you are shorter, like at the same height, like at the eye level with them. And to make sure that your perspective is correct. Because one thing that can really mess up a good composite or using a digital background is to have your subject at the wrong height or the wrong perspective, because it really just messes with your eyes. So like I said, shoot low and photograph them at their level. So what we have here is our subject that we're going to pop into here. I already have her cut out. She's basically ready to go, and I'm not going to worry about this little piece right here because I'm going to place her pretty low here. She's a short girl. We're just going to have her hanging out right there. And also with the background, or not the background, with her being darker, it shouldn't show up. So I added a Santa hat on her head as well, just because I thought it was cute. So when we do everything to her, we're also going to do it to this hat as well. So because of that, I'm going to group these two things together. So that's Control G on your keyboard if you are doing something similar. And everything that we do will be just clipped to this layer. So first off, what we want to do after we have her cut out and placed is I want to make her match the background. So brightness, contrast, and I'm going to clip that to our layer below. So right click, create clipping mask, and drop the brightness and drop contrast so that she looks like she is standing in a dark room. So the next thing we're going to do is add her shadowing. So what we want to do here is add a brand new layer. Also clip that below. And go to the multiply blending mode. And with your brush, we want to make that a little smaller for me. We want to sample with our Alt key her outfit. Not that big. There we go. And we just want to color. Also, my brush is at a 10% opacity, just so we have a little bit more control on what we're doing. Because if your brush is too high in color, the opacity is too high, it can look very, very bad very quickly. So you just want to have a lot of control over what you're doing with this. And then I also, when I change colors, I will resample whatever I'm working on. So if I flip to her skirt, I will hold down Alt and select that color. Or if I'm moving back up here, I will sample that color as well. So half of her is going to be kind of like a shady coloring, and then this half of her will end up being more of like a yellow because she is standing by the tree, so this will reflect on her and maybe some of her back. So we're going to make sure that at least this portion is more of a yellowier tone. Oh my goodness, a yellow tone, and then the rest is just regular shade. And then we're going to do the same for this hat. So here we go. And the skirt. All right, and next we are going to make a brand new layer. Same thing, multiply and clip it. And then with the yellow, I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to start painting that onto the back of her in all the spots, even if it's a different color, just to reflect some of that yellow reflecting off the tree. The skirt's actually very reflective in person, so this, if you had the skirt, it would make perfect sense as to why there's a lot more yellow on it. It actually does do that. Okay, so I think that works. The next thing I want to do is I want to go back down to this brightness contrast layer, and I want to add a color balance on top of it. And I want to add some yellow into that, maybe some red, just to pop my colors a little bit because I think that's necessary. You can also go back to your brightness if you wanted, and you can brighten your subject. It doesn't have to be that dark. But that, my friends, is how you can add a person into this I Saw Santa background. If you have any questions on how to use it, or you're having any complications adding a person in, please let me know. Or join us over on the Photoshop community I have on Facebook, SYTJ Photoshop Community. And I'll see you guys on the next tutorial.